for this week is out on the streets, and if you haven't gotten yours yet, you should go and get one because it's packed full of different news stories, pictures, and information about events that have taken place in the county over the past week. For instance, some of the information that you'll find in today's paper includes coverage of budget hearings for both the Choctaw County Commission and the Choctaw County Board of Education. Included in that is a marathon 3-hour work session that the Commission took part in on Monday to talk about the pay ranges for the sheriff's deputies and some other issues reflecting the county budget for this year. So get your copy of the Sun Advocate and read about what's going on in your county government. Also, you'll find a story this week on a Yantlee native who was raised here but went on to become an attorney and is an up-and-coming attorney in Birmingham who has opened a new law firm there. And his story talks about what Choctaw County did to form him into the person he is today and how he credits the county and the people here for his success. So don't forget to read Mr. Perry's article in today's issue of the Sun Advocate. We also have coverage of the Choctaw County Chamber of Commerce banquet from last Thursday night, including some excerpts from Secretary of State John Merrill's speech to a packed house who crowded in at the Heritage Church of God. So there's lots of information, events, and photos in today's issue, and don't forget to get yours if you haven't already. On today's show, we're going to have a segment about an event that happened at Choctaw County High School yesterday, on Tuesday. It was Constitution Day celebration at the school yesterday, and they invited guest speaker, local attorney Jeff Utze, who gave a rousing speech and an interactive speech with the students about freedom of speech as it relates to current events today. He focused attention on the issue of Colin Kaepernick and his refusal to stand for the national anthem. He talked to the students about what they believed about freedom of speech and where the line should be drawn when it comes to that freedom. It was a very interesting and very informative speech, and I think you'll enjoy it. So we're going to spend some time today and listen to what Mr. Utze had to say.
When Martin Luther King, when he was protesting for civil rights, who in here thinks that was popular speech at that time? What was happening to Martin Luther King? He was getting his ass whipped and he was getting hauled to jail every time. Y'all listen to me. What was happening when it was unpopular speech at the time? It has since become popular speech. But at the time, it was unpopular. And if there had not been people who, under the Constitution of the United States, defended his right to stand up and give unpopular speech, you would not be sitting where you are now. Who wants to know what I love about Colin Kaepernick? It's a really, really, really good question. Here's what I love about Colin Kaepernick. He was making millions of dollars. He was a starting quarterback in the NFL. And he believed so strongly in something that he gave that up for his right to say through peaceful protest something that was important to him. What did he do? He didn't stand during the national anthem. How many people have been killed because of Colin Kaepernick's protest? None. None. Nobody's been killed. Who's been injured? Who's lost anything besides Colin Kaepernick in his protest? Nobody has. What are we doing right now in this assembly today? We're talking about it. When did it happen? It happened a year ago. It was a peaceful protest that involved his and only his demise through losing his way of making a living. It delivered a message that resonated with Americans, because we've got one American who says, I don't like what he did, or that's not exactly what she said, and I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Where's my life? Am I right here? And I appreciate you standing up too. I want you to know that. Because you understand, I'm not sure that I completely agree with what Colin Kaepernick is doing either. But I love the fact that through nonviolent action, he's got a group of teenagers thinking about it. By taking a knee, raising his hand and saying, and he hadn't said a word since then. When have you seen an interview with him? You hadn't. We're still talking about it. Because that's what your Constitution does for you. It gives you the right to protest peacefully. It gives you the right to stand up and make people think. But what happens the minute that you set a police car on fire? Nobody listens to you anymore. Why? Because you've crossed a line in America that we say you cannot cross. Your protest must be peaceful. And people will support you in your protest as long as it's a message that's worth hearing. And as long as you do it peacefully. And as long as any harm that comes out of it is to you or anyone else that agrees to march with you. Popular versus unpopular speech. Let's see if I can go. Let's see if I can make y'all all yell out loud. Who believes in the right for the Ku Klux Klan to meet? Listen to me. You don't got to agree with me because I don't agree with the message that they have. I don't agree with anything about it. But you're back to popular versus unpopular speech. Because as long as you vigorously defend unpopular speech, you do not have to worry about your government attacking you about popular speech. You got to be willing to defend other people's right to say stupid stuff in order for you to be able to say the things that are popular. And you got to believe it with all your heart. You got to know that America is a great place. It has great capacity for loving people. It has great capacity for learning. It has great capacity to melt everybody together and make a great America. Let's see if I can get the RTC to turn out loud. What do you think when you see somebody burn the American flag? Do you believe in an American flag that burned the flag? Why not? Do people die for the flag? Or do people die for the flag? And I really do want to keep your attention. But what I want everyone in here to understand is that your Constitution will protect you. And it will protect you in what you say, and it will protect you in what you do. And it's a document that's flexible. And the example is from earlier. It didn't protect Martin Luther King in the beginning, but it protected him in the end. And because of his stance and because of the elasticity of the document, it continues to change with the times. Your document reflects right, and it reflects wrong. And when all of you sit and you think about what you like and what you dislike, I want you to, at this point in your life, and I'm almost done, I know I've gone too long, but I want y'all to give an equal amount of time to think about what the other person's trying to say. You don't gotta like it. You don't even have to understand it. But when you're forming your opinion as to why you don't like something, give the other side a little bit of attention as to why they're protesting. Listen to what they have to say. Don't be quick to dismiss them. Because the Constitution protects both sides of the debate. And it's out of debate that you get change. And it's out of change that people's lives get better.
Give us an email and tell us what you think and give us your opinions on what Mr. Uzi had to say.